It's Christmas time in Barcelona, and you want to experience the holiday season like a local. In this video, we're uncovering the top Barcelona Christmas traditions so you'll know where to go, what to do, and what to see while you're here. Happy holidays!
Each year, that start of the holiday season is marked by the turning on of the Christmas lights. So while you're here, you're definitely going to want to walk around the city and see all of them. They usually come on at the end of November and run until January 6th. Each neighborhood and different streets have all sorts of different lights each year, so it's definitely worth checking them out. Some of the biggest places where you can go and see them to get the best pictures are right here on the Passeig de Gràcia, over down on La Rambla, and even over in the Plaça Catalunya.
But it might be a lot of walking to get around and see all of the different lights. So if you want to see them in under 2 hours, the best way to do that is to get on the Barcelona Bus Turístic and do their special Christmas tour. That goes till the end of the year and gets you around to some of the most emblematic spots with an audio guide included. The one thing that happens is that these tickets run out extremely fast. So you need to plan ahead, book online, and probably get those tickets in mid-November. Along that Christmas bus tour, you'll pass by the Hospital of Sant Pau, a true gem in the city that's worth a visit at any time of the year. During the holidays, the hospital is turned into a winter wonderland, with a special light show, Christmas lights throughout the complex, and an ice skating rink. Get your tickets in advance because it's a local favorite. Another famous modernist building that offers free light shows is the Casa Batlló. Each evening, they've got shows that start every 30 minutes that light up the entire facade with music as well. They've also got some special winter night visits if you're interested in checking those out too.
But what really brings out the Christmas spirit is going and seeing all of the Christmas markets. In Barcelona, you've got 4 of them. The first and the one that you're definitely going to want to see is over here in front of the cathedral. It's the Fira de Santa Llúcia. And what you have is a market that's been going on since 1786. It's the oldest and the largest of all of them. You've also got the market over in front of the Sagrada Familia, which is really just an extension of this one. And they ran out of space, they needed to expand on out over there. And since the 60s, they've had that market just outside of the Passion facade of the Sagrada Familia. For something a little bit different, you've got the fair over in front of the Port Vell. That old port has ice skating, it's got a big Ferris wheel as well, and it's always really fun to see all of those different activities. And last but not least, you've got the Fira de Reis, which is over on the Gran Via. The Fira de Reis is a little bit different because it starts later into the month of December and runs until January 6th. It was a group of artisans that basically got together wanting to sell some more things. It's always really fun. You'll definitely want to get around and see all of these markets. They get packed in the evening as everyone's about seeing what's for sale.
Now, if you do get over to the Christmas markets, you'll notice that they're not as focused on food as some of those other European markets are. Here, it's much more about the different decorations that you can get for your home. So you're going through the stalls and looking through all the different decorations. 2 traditional gifts that I recommend that you can even bring home with you are the caganer and the Tío de Nadal. The caganer translates to the pooper. It's become the most popular Catalan Christmas tradition around, and you can find stores throughout the old city at any time of the year. As strange as it sounds, the caganer represents good luck and is a special figure found in manger scenes throughout Catalonia. The traditional shepherd pooping fertilizes the soil, bringing good luck for the new year. The Tío is a log that children feed throughout the month of December. The song Caga Tío, literally poop Tío, often causes confusion, and many people think that the log is actually called Caga Tío. It's really just what the children tell the log to do as they hit it with a stick. Poop out some good presents, or I'll hit you with this stick. If you're lucky, while you're here during the holiday season, you'll find kids doing it outside of the cathedral. While those markets give you an opportunity to buy those characters and figures for those nativity scenes at home, one of the biggest Christmas traditions here in Barcelona is going and seeing the nativity scenes they have all around the city. One of the most famous, and the one that you cannot miss while you're here, is right in the Plaça de Sant Jaume. Every single year it becomes a little bit controversial because they try to get more artistic with it every single time, and you always see the locals coming around and critiquing if it's a good one or not. Maybe not so traditional anymore, but some of it gets to be very creative and even include people from here in Barcelona. It's something you shouldn't miss if you're over here on the holidays, and one of the best things is always trying to find the caganer hidden in there somewhere. Now, apart from here in Sant Jaume, they've also got another nativity scene just around the corner at the Frederic Maurice Museum, and it's always done extremely well. So let's go check it out. Watching those Christmas classics is a must during the holiday season, and one of the best places that you can do that over in Barcelona is at the Hotel Palace. Their rooftop converts into a winter wonderland where you've got individual cabins to enjoy some of those classics along with popcorn and drinks. Every evening they've got a different movie, from oldies like Miracle on 31st Street or newer ones like Elf. On Christmas Day, you're probably going to find a lot of locals at home, as the tradition is to usually have a big Christmas lunch. The night before, on Christmas Eve, what's called here Noche Buena, there's a big celebration usually of a Christmas dinner. Now, you're going to have all sorts of different options around the city in terms of restaurants, and different hotels especially, they're going to have different Christmas menus. Now, usually those are a little bit more expensive, but you're visiting and it's Christmas, you might as well go out and splurge. Some places like we've already seen, the Hotel Palace will have their own Christmas menus, but there's all those other hotels that are usually open as well. And you can also try out a place like Set Portas, one of the most traditional restaurants here, really known for its paella, but they've got awesome menus. Set Portas is open on Christmas Day, but no matter which restaurant you go to, there are some traditional Catalan Christmas dishes that you will want to try out. The first is going to be escudella, which is an incredibly popular dish in general, but during the holidays, it's known as escudella de Nadal or sopa de galets. By adding in those shell-shaped noodles, you get a really nice soup that you can try basically at any single one of those restaurants. The other thing that you want to try out and that you'll see all over the place are cannelloni. Cannelloni are more of an Italian tradition that were brought over to Catalonia in around that 18th century, and they're like little lasagnas filled with meat. A lot of times it's eaten on St. Stephen's Day, the day after Christmas, and you'll see a lot of leftovers from the meats from the day before. Apart from getting around and walking the city to see the Christmas lights, you'll definitely want to get around and do some shopping as well. Just understand that especially in the old part of the city, you're gonna find people all over the place. Not only the tourists are gonna be out, but the locals doing their shopping as well. But it's always a really good time because the shops are all gonna be set up and decorated with Christmas decorations of their own. One of those most sought after shops is the Christmas Village here in Barcelona. But don't worry, if you're not here during the holiday season, you can visit it all year round. Open throughout the year, it's got Christmas all the time. One thing that you need to keep in mind is as we get closer to Christmas, lines are incredibly long going out the door, and it takes a long time to get in to see all the ornaments.
Now, as I mentioned before, Christmas really is those full 12 days, so it's going to last all the way until January 6th. Now, the big thing you'll want to do if you're in town, on January 5th, they have the Three Kings Parade. So what you're gonna see are the Three Kings arriving to the port by boat before taking off in all the different floats and throwing candy out to the children. It's a big event that everybody comes over to. You're gonna see a lot of families, but it's definitely worth your time. Now the next day, January 6th, is more of a day for families. They're gonna be home giving out those presents, but one of the things that you can do is you can eat the roscón or tortero de Reyes.
You'll be able to find that roscón de Reyes in bakeries all around the city, and tradition is that you share it with your family and friends. The winner finds a king on the inside, and they've got good luck throughout the entire year. But be careful, if you find a bean inside, you've got to pay for the cake next year.
If you're looking to catch a concert while you're in town, Barcelona has different Christmas concerts set up throughout the entire holiday season. One of the best and most popular is every year on January 4th here in the Plaza del Rey, you can catch the Orfeo Catalan singing some Christmas carols in the plaza. It's all lit up, looks beautiful, and it's just filling the air with Christmas cheer and all of those carols. If you can't get over here on the 4th, they do have a concert on December 26th over in the Palau de la Música. Apart from that, there's all sorts of other concerts, as you can see, not only in that Palau, but in the Liceo Opera House as well.
And the second half of December, you'll find the Christmas festival here in the Plaza de Catalunya and over in Universitat. They've got all sorts of different activities, concerts, and shows that's really fun for the whole family. They'll all be decorated, and it'll be right in the very center of the city, so you can't even miss it. Now, I am aware that I did skip over New Year's Eve and what to do, and if you're in town that evening, my recommendation is to always go over to the Plaza España, where you're gonna have the best celebration. But the one thing you probably don't know about is the special Spanish tradition of eating 12 grapes at midnight. And to understand all of that, watch this video next.